So, build number 2. We've got here, this is the Mercedes CLA. It's a shoot and brake model and it's a 66 plate. And as you can see, it's not in the greatest condition right now. So yeah, it's been hit on this corner here. We'll have a look. Should we have a look deeper into it? And hopefully we can repair it. Let's go. So here's the damage. So it's on the front right corner. As you can see, the wing's being mashed in. That's not going to be repairable, so we're going to need a new wing. Then this wheel is sat inwards a little bit, so there's going to be some suspension work going on with it. A couple of plastics on here. This headlight, the lens of it is cracked. We'll see if the brackets are cracked and behind it, if it's okay. We might be able to just repair the lens on this one. If not, we'll get a new headlight for it. And as you can see, this corner of the bumper fully gone, and a bit of wiring from the parking sensors, so we can either repin that or buy a new loom. Don't think it'll be too expensive for a new loom, to be fair. But yeah, apart from that, moving around to over here on the front side of it, it's not too bad, to be fair. The rest of it, obviously the lower grills have come out where it's had the crash, but this side's pretty nice, and all the body panels around here are all looking fine as well. So yeah, left hand side not too bad at all as well. Yeah, so wheels look alright. Same again, paintwork down the side, just needs a little bit of a clean really. And yeah, the reason why I got this one is because it's also got the pan roof on it as well, so that should add a little bit of value to it as well with that. And as you can see from the back, moving around, you can sort of see here's the shoot and brake model, so not typically seen all the time. So yeah, it's got a bigger boot, and yeah, not too bad really. So yeah, let's we'll have a look. Firstly, I think we want to get it nice and driving first, so let's get that wheel off, and then we can see what arms are sort of bent and what we need to replace there. We've got a new wing already, so we can maybe put that on, and we'll strip down the bumper as well, see what needs doing behind there for it. Right, so firstly we need to get the wheel nuts off, so just before we jack it we'll crack them first. There's the other. There we go. That's one. Okay, so got all the bolts off. We've got the wheel off. Right, how's the wheel looking? Yeah, no cracks or anything. So I think that wheel is savable, which is good. Yeah, doesn't look like there's any cracks. Tread's good on it as well, which is good. So we've got the wheel off. Should we have a look at the damage? So you can sort of see here the shock absorber's being hit in with the wheel, so that's bent a little bit, and that's probably why it's gone inwards a little bit there. So we'll need a new shock absorber. Yeah, that's squashed out really. So we'll need a new shock, so we'll get that ordered. And these actually only have one main lower arm, which is on the bottom here for it. So I think it's probably worth still replacing that, even though it looks okay. You just never know really. But I think majority of the damage is going to be getting a new shock absorber for it. So we'll get that ordered, and yeah, we'll get to sort of getting this shock absorber out. It looks pretty rusted up, so it might be a bit of an issue. But yeah, we'll have a look and see. Okay, so first thing we need to do, let's get rid of the rubber moulding for the bumper. Gives us better access to the screws. Okay. And then, as you can see, the first one it's a T25 Torx. Oh, I've got a T27, let's just change that out. So, back, got my T25, and let's pop it on. I'll get this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Great, so that's 5 of the top bolts off there. And next we need to go in and remove the 2 bolts on that wing. So we'll get that. So it's always easiest to turn the wheel so you can get a little bit of access. There we go. To the wing. And now we need to go behind the wheel arch liner, just on here. So firstly, you can have a look and see there's 2 push clips just on these here. So there's one there and one there, so we just need to get a flathead, pry that out, and then we can pull this out. Okay. There we go. 2 bolts out. There we go, 2 bolts from here. Now, the rest of it is just underneath. So we're gonna get an 8mm underneath and disconnect the under tray from that. Yep. So yeah, we've got majority of the bolts off. One last one on the CLA is slightly different. It's just in this corner. There's another Torx screw just here. We just have to take off there for it. Okay, keep that aside. And then now, the bumper should be coming off. I think 8 bumper brackets. Just hold on to it. Great. So bumper off, and then just before we disconnect it, so there's a few cables that need disconnecting for it. Is this the pedestrian protection system? We'll just pull that off. Okay, then we've got the ambient air temperature sensor, which we can twist off as well. And then same again, just on the other side. Same again, other side, just the pedestrian protection sensor. Okay, so got it all off there. See what we're left with now. So yeah, one last one just to take the parking sensor loom off as well. So let's click that off. So we've got the bumper off. Now we can sort of assess the damage. So there's nothing structurally on this crash bar here. Literally just the lower intercooler has just come away from the plastic. So we've got a new one on order. It's actually quite loose as well on that, so which is good. We should be able to get that off nicely. And yeah, the rest of it doesn't look too bad, to be fair. Yeah, all the headlights looking fine. This headlight bracket, yeah, it's looking fine as well on there, which is good. So we might be able to just get away with just repairing this headlight in terms of the lens. If not, we'll just get a new one. The rest of it is not looking too bad. Yeah, all the wiring loom is looking fine as well on here. So that's not being ripped out from the car. Just needs to change this plastic, and then yeah, should we get the wing off next and we can assess that? We'll have a look. So we'll get the wing off next there. So a couple of 10mm just like that. And there's just one further back. We'll take the extension off. There's not a lot of space. All right. Great. Okay, so that's 3 wing bolts off. We'll get the majority of it moving. Now, for us to get access to the next bit, we need to actually pop the bonnet down a little bit, and then we've lifted up this trim already. There's another bolt there and one just where the door is, so we'll be able to open the door, get access to that. So yeah, we'll just do that. So last little bit, there's 2 bolts on the bottom here. Which we can get off. Let's just see. We'll have to go from this side to get access to the... So we've got the final wing bolt out. was behind that wheel arch liner going from this way, and then now I've got it off. So yeah, damage doesn't look too bad at all really. Yeah, there's nothing gone on in the structural area. This wheel arch liner is not too bad actually on the back of it, but we'll probably need a new one for it, which is fine. And yeah, not too bad to be fair. Yeah. So we're back and we've stripped down majority of the damage here for it. First job is to tackle this lower intercooler, so we've got a new one to replace it. All it is 2 clips to get the pipes off here, and then it should clip out for it. So as you can see, this isn't going to do us any well, so yeah, let's get to changing that. Okay, so our next job now is to sort out the suspension on this wheel. So as you can see, it's sort of hit inwards. So we've got a new shock, and we've also got a new lower control arm. I don't know if the lower control arm has been bent, because it doesn't look like it, but this has definitely been bent here. So what we'll do, we'll get the wheel off and we'll get the suspension strut out of it there, and we're just waiting on that to arrive. So let's get it ready for when it arrives, and then we can do it. Let's do it. Okay guys, so as you can see, we've put the wing back on there now. Next thing left is to replace the headlight. We're still waiting on the bumper to come, so once that comes then we can do it. And then yeah, so we've got the suspension pretty much sorted. The wheel does look like it's still setting a little bit, so I'm still waiting on that lower arm to come, and I think that's what's bent as well for it. So once we can change that out, then yeah, we'll be pretty much there. But we've got the new headlight here, so we might as well get to replacing that. So we've taken the bolts off this and it will come away. We just need to change the ballast on this to the new headlight, just because you'll have to code it if you do use a new ballast for it. And then yeah, let's position that up there. But the body line looks nice, pretty even to the other side, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. We can have a look for it. Yeah, pretty nice and even, isn't it? Well, we compare it to the other side, pretty much exactly the same. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so 2 ballasts on the old headlight. As you can see, the new one right here, literally brand new. It's got no ballast here, but it comes with 1 ballast there, but I'll probably change over both. I'm not sure whether that will actually work with it. So we're going to get to taking these torque screws off and then just replacing it onto this one over here for it. So yeah. So yeah, that's us finished for today. So we've done the headlight, it's a brand new one. As you can see, it's fully working. We've swapped over the ballast there for it, and yeah, we've had no issues with that. We've put the wing on sort of temporarily, and we've put the plastic trim over the top. Next, we've just got to rebuild the bumper up, and then there is a little bit of suspension work still left to do. And so yeah, and then once we've got the bumper on, it's just basically cleaning up the inside there. And yeah, we'll stay tuned for part 2, because there's a bit of work left to do on the A-Class as well for that. So we'll sort of finish both cars off in one video in the next one. So make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, share it to your friends. Thanks a lot.